Listen to the vibes.
The views and opinions of our guests may not necessarily reflect those of the host or the Vibes Broadcast Network. Listener discretion is advised.
Welcome, everyone, to another episode of Listen to the Vibes, and I'm very privileged to have Mr. Bob Dee here. And we're going to get to know him and have a great conversation. So tell us a little bit about yourself.
Hey, Kyle. Great to be here. Great to be here. You know, I'm in New York City, believe it or not. You heard of that place, right? I actually grew up upstate New York.
Oh, cool.
That's where I got my start, and I got all my chops down, as they say. You know, you tour when you're younger. You just tour a few hundred nights a year, and then I finally got a record deal with RCA Records, and I moved to New York City. And yeah, I just been playing, touring the world. Like pretty exciting times. I'm super happy to play guitar, right?
Right, get to do what you want.
Yeah.
Well, I was going to ask you about your latest album, Idolmaker. How well is that doing?
Oh my God, I'm so happy. I'm super happy. It seems like everyone was in down in lockdown for a few years, and
right,
boom, and now the new album came out, and like everyone's buying my stuff, and I'm selling merch. It's like so much more. I've been selling out of t-shirts and CDs. CDs are still a big thing.
Really?
Yeah, people are like streaming numbers, but we're really selling a lot of CDs, and especially at shows. Someone wants to take away the either t-shirt or the CD,
Yeah. I mean, myself, I used to have records that stretched all the way across the house,
Yeah.
And then, I got into cassettes, and then the CDs came out, and I had tons and tons of CDs, and through the years of moving and everything else, stuff getting stolen and yada, 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 my collection's gone down to hardly anything. So I ended up getting Spotify. I won't lie, that's where I listen to your music, on Spotify.
Right. Well, that's the first thing I say now, So you on Spotify? Oh yeah. Right. That's the first thing. But I guess it's more like the shows, We have the CDs, and and actually the album with Monkey on Your Back, Down, we had a mini stun guns were made for the.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, here's one of the merch things that we had made up. The keychain, it says Bob Dee. It's a little stun gun.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I'll send you one.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I'm gonna send you some merch. That'd be cool, man. To thank you.
Well, with the way music is nowadays, and most of it is streaming, I don't know, you get some kind of royalties off of it, but it seems like people get more money off the touring and the merchandise and
right.
what have you. It's not like the old days when, an album came out and boom, you're selling record after record after record.
Right.
It's just, music business has changed a lot. Does it make things a little more difficult for you?
Yeah, when we tour the UK, I have all my merch shipped to the hotel room, and then that pays for our rooms, believe it or not. We sell so much work, it's like we already have the rooms booked, but it's like it pays for the rooms, pays for a little better upgrade. We did a thing with Chris Holmes over there. It was from Wasp.
Yeah.
Oh my God, he loved us. He loved our band. It was like amazing. I use UK players. When I tour over there, it's cheaper, to bring my guys there.
Right.
But all Brits, right? We're in this big, huge room. We're backstage, and he goes, "Where's the effing guy from New York?" Oh no! Because I heard all these stories about him, like he's a wild man, but he was so cool. He came over and hugged me. And you're from New York City, yeah.
Didn't he move
their amps and stuff? And totally cool.
Didn't he move overseas, like to Italy or France or something like that?
Yeah, I think he's in France, and his wife manages him, Catherine Holmes.
Yeah.
She's a piece. She's adorable. She's really cool. So supportive. Use our amps. My guitar player over there had the same amp system as him.
Oh, cool.
And he's helping my guys set up. He's the headliner. That's how wild he was. He was so cool. He's out there. I'm like, you got to go backstage, man. He's helping my guitar player wire his amps.
Oh, man.
But super, yeah. So it pays the bills, it really does.
Yeah.
And we like to come out with different T-shirt designs too for the tours, and different colored guitar picks. I'll send you a whole little thing. I think you, you know.
Dude, thanks, man. I appreciate that.
What we like to do though is like we have the big ticket items. You know, T-shirts are way up there now.
Right.
Like we'd like to have a little thing to take away to put in your pocket. You know what I mean? The takeaway thing, like, oh, this is only this much. Or we have the guitar picks. You know, the guitar cards. And
Oh wow.
yeah.
So you've been on the road quite a bit though lately, huh?
Yeah, it's been good. It's starting up again, and I'm super happy. We're playing the world famous House of Guitars.
Oh.
The ice stage, the summer stage, next Saturday, July 16th.
So when you come into Austin?
Oh man, we played South by Southwest.
Did you really? I didn't get to go out there this year.
Oh yeah, a few years back we did. It was great. I love Austin. It was killer. Movie. Was it Searching for Silverman or something like that? It was a doc on a famous guy. He didn't know he was famous, and then he was famous in Africa or something like that, or Searching for Sugarman, maybe Sugarman. Maybe.
I know what you're talking about, but I can't think of what it's called.
Yeah.
I have too many brain farts.
But I met him on a bus going to it was a great story. This is the perfect story. We finished a week. I'm tired. I'm on a tour bus. I'm going to the airport with this kid, you know. He's like, hey man, you play guitar? I'm like, oh no. One of those, yeah. He goes, yeah, I just did a movie here. I think it's Searching for Sugarman. I think it's for a guy by the name of Rodriguez or something.
Okay.
And he ended up winning an Oscar.
Really?
For the movie, for the best doc, yeah. But I gave him one of my pick cards. I had these wallet pick cards with my name on it, and I wrote him. I go, you know, congrats. It was so cool meeting you. He said, yeah, I won the Oscar, and I had your pick card in my wallet. I was like, oh man, it's freaking awesome, right? Oh, I want to play so bad, you know.
How many like really big name people do you run into on a regular basis?
It's funny, in New York, they're all over the place. You see, it's like, oh my, and you kind of think you went to school with them or something,
right?
Like I saw like Michael J. Fox, you know, he was just standing on the street. I'm like, I know that kid. You know? I go to school, and it's like my friend's like, it's Michael J. Fox, dude. Oh yeah. You know what I mean? They're kind of familiar, and no one approaches them or says anything, you know. But yeah, time to time, even UK, you meet a lot of people, and LA, everyone came out. You know, Fred Corey from Cinderella.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's been my bud since we were kids.
Really?
So yeah, he took me to the Rainbow. We had a dinner. He came to my Whiskey a Go-Go show. He's one of my good buds, you know.
This Tom Kiefer's not with them anymore, is he?
No, yeah, Kiefer's out. He's touring himself. Yeah,
I thought I saw that.
The band sounds great. I just heard it on YouTube.
I was fortunate enough to see the whole band together.
Oh, nice. Yeah, great band, right?
Oh, I love Cinderella. There not too many bands back in the 80s that I didn't like, I guess. I mean, I couldn't stand Winger.
Yeah,
I was I don't know, that was too
wasn't tough enough, like
it wasn't tough enough. It was those bands that, you know, Cinderella was, you know, they had that gruff sound. Yeah. And of course, Quiet Riot and Rat. You know,
I love Rat. Definitely love Rat, right?
You know, I didn't listen to Poison back in the day.
Yeah, me either.
But I got free tickets to go see them when they were in Houston. There was that they called the Glam Fest, I believe what they called it. So they got all those hair metal bands together, and it got to be like a yearly thing. And when I saw them live, I'm like, dang, these guys are actually kind of cool.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, cool. They
CC
rock, right?
Man, CC can play. CC can play.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that. That's cool. That's good to hear, right?
And I actually got to meet Ricky Rocket. We got to go backstage, and guy really didn't party. He just sat around and talked, and we had a good talk.
Yeah.
Bobby Dahl was kind of standoffish, but you know, I don't know. Everybody has a bad day.
Right. Yeah, they came through here, the stadium tour.
Really?
Leopard, Poison. Who was the other one? Yeah, the three of them. They just came. They played near here, I think Forest Hills or MetLife Stadium. Actually, it's called.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's actually in New Jersey. New York Giants, all their football, they play in New Jersey.
Play in New Jersey.
There's no stadiums in New York,
That's all right. I still don't like the Giants anyway. So.
No.
Sorry, I'm a Cowboys
I'm
fan.
in New York, say, whoops, I didn't say that. I'm actually an LA Rams guy.
Are you?
Yeah. When I toured out there, I was like, oh my God, Ram shops all over.
Yeah, that's like when we moved up here. I used to live around Houston, so everything was Texans.
Yeah.
I hate Houston. I just absolutely hate Houston. And we get up here around Austin, and most of the merchandise is going to be Cowboy stuff.
Right. That's true, right? Yeah. All right. Cool. I love it. Yeah, I love Austin, man. I would definitely move there. I love New York, but I got such a great vibe. The people were killer. They're super, super nice.
Yeah, I'll tell you honestly, if you're going to live up this way, live on the outskirts of Austin, not actually in it. You'll find the people are a lot friendlier on the outskirts, and it's more. You got city living, of course, but a lot of it's kind of country living.
Yeah.
And I actually live in Kyle, Texas. They love me so much.
I saw that. Is this real? I was looking at your bio thing. Kyle, Texas. All right, Kyle.
I tell people I'm a narcissist that way. I have to have the town named after me. But I'm 10 minutes away from the river.
Oh, that's great.
20 minutes away from going to a lake.
Yeah.
Dude, the nature, everything, it's nice when you can go get in clean water.
Right.
Because I was close to Galveston growing up.
Mm-hmm.
And Galveston, you have to take a shower as soon as you get out of that water.
Oh yeah.
It's ugh.
Yeah.
But up here, it's, I don't know how to describe it other than it's beauty at its best.
I played with a guitar player down there, Brad. I can't remember his name right now, but he lives on the outskirts. He said the same thing. Because once South by Southwest started, all the townies are, it gets really bad, If you live on the outskirts, he has a beautiful house on the outskirts. A couple dogs, same thing he said, if you live out here, it's beautiful. Your life is beautiful. But if you live in the town, because everyone comes in, right? They ruin it. The traffic's bad. And,
oh my God, dude! This was like the cleanest place to go to. You didn't see trash anywhere. And then over the years, all these people from out of state started moving in, and we started noticing like trash on the highways and stuff. And it's
right.
That's what drew me up here, was how clean it was, and it was nothing like where I grew up.
Right.
To see all these folks move in and just ruin it. They're building more houses, and the prices for rent and everything are going up. Prices for buying homes is going up.
Right.
Especially with that influx of all the people from California moving here. And
yeah, that's what I heard. Right. I heard that.
But we did get Elon Musk.
Yeah, so. I know, right? I love it, right?
Oh yeah, man.
Yeah, we have a lot of the same taste, right? Kiss, we like all the old keep it going. That's what we are too, 2 guitars, bass and drums. It's the best way. Marshalls and our amps. And
so what's your guitar of choice?
I have a Les Paul. I have a couple Les Pauls. I have one like a 1976 Gibson.
Ooh.
One of those Black Beauties.
Mm-hmm.
A fretless wonder, they call it. And the one I play, I don't like to bring that out a lot, but I'll bring the 89 one out. I just played I'm gonna play in a couple of shows.
Yeah, you got that guitar that you just don't want anybody to touch.
Yeah, I know. I do.
Don't even breathe on it.
Yeah. Well, I have this custom-made guitar by Doc. Dawk. He was like famous. He did all Richie Blackmore's guitars. And, you know, Matthias Jabs, I think his name is, and Scorpions.
In the Scorpions, yeah.
Yeah, but he built me a custom, like a Strat kind of guitar. I bring that mostly overseas, you know, because I don't want to bring my Les Paul. That's my baby, you know, keep it home, you know.
Yeah.
I'll do it for the States, you know.
Yeah.
Les Paul, you know. And then I have an endorsement with Voodoo Amps. They're actually, Voodoo Amps does like ZZ Top and AC/DC, Guns N' Roses, you know, Trace Davis. He's doing all the main acts now, right? And what it is my Marshall amps, and he hot rods them.
Oh,
You give
nice.
it to Trace, and he, you know, you don't need any pedals. You plug in, and it's like, oh my.
Does it go up to 11?
I know.
Why don't you just make 10 louder?
I know.
But it's 11.
I like that. That's one of my favorite movies, right? This is Breads, you know. I love it, right?
When they're trying to find the stage in Cleveland.
Yeah. I had an incident where I couldn't get up on the stage. It was hilarious in the UK. That stage was so high. I was back, I had my guitar and these boots on. Like, roadie guy had to help me get his thing. I couldn't get up. We were just laughing. Like I had a laugh attack. But it was so high there. Like the steps were on the other side. It was one of those things where Spinal Tap, you know, you don't want to walk across straight to get on this, you know, so he was helping me. Oh, it was funny. Totally funny. Never told that story before, but like, how am I gonna, you know, I was up here. Like, how am I gonna get up here? I got my Les Paul and my boots, you know.
It's not like you want to toss your guitar up there and try to hop up there, right?
That's what's so funny. Yeah, it was so hilarious. You know, one of those road stories.
You got any other good road stories?
Oh my God, there's so many of them. Well, the worst one we used to have the intro tape, right? And everyone was going on, and I took one swig of the drink before I went on, but an ice cube went down my throat, and it got stuck. But everyone was, I'm like, I was choking. And everyone was on the roadie with the flashlight. Where is he? Where is he? And he came back. He gave me the I'm looking maneuver, whatever that thing is. And I almost died.
Oh, no.
I'm trying to get the thing to melt. You know, I'm like,
Bring me coffee. Bring me coffee.
Yeah. Isn't that funny? I mean, it's not funny when it happened, but it was like, because everyone was already gone. I'm like, no, I'm dying. And this thing was stuck in my throat. It was pretty bad, you know.
Well, you know, listening to your albums, it's almost like you get a little bit of influence from several different bands. There are a few songs, it's almost like an Alice Cooper feel to it. And there was a couple that I listened to, it was almost like Billy Thorpe kind of.
Oh, Billy Thorpe, that's cool. Yeah.
Yeah. And Aldo Nova, is any of those like some of your influences?
Yeah, I mean, definitely Aldo Nova. I used to play that in my bar band days and a teenager, right? Fantasy, that song. Oh, yeah, it's big influence. Like we talked about Kiss. I've always been into like the two guitar sound.
Yeah.
You know, the two Marshalls, the Les Pauls, and having that thickness in there on my songs. And the thing what we do is we tune down 2 whole steps to a C. That's a big trick right there, a big secret. Yeah, so the guitar is like real heavy, but my voice is really poppy, you know.
Yeah.
Like rock pop, and the top of the music's more heavier. And I just go in there, just layer guitars. I've got a guy named Lou Giordano. He mixes all my stuff, but he did like Goo Goo Dolls and that band Live. And, he's got a ton of platinums on his walls, so he makes it sound really good.
There was a song I was listening to, it almost sounded like a Stone Temple Pilots kind of sound.
Oh yeah, Down, right?
Like Down, yeah.
Yeah, you know, when I did 10 shows out in Los Angeles with we support for Enough Is Enough.
Oh yeah, I remember them.
Yeah, and they treated us great. Chip, amazing people. They gave us all the good slot and really cool. But it was so heavily 80s out there. Everyone was like 80s, 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 the Rainbow and the Whiskey a Go-Go we played. And I was coming back on the plane. I just was like guitar in my head. And I just wrote that. And I just wrote the whole song on the plane coming back to New York.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so that Monkey on Your Back, same thing, you know. I just wanted that like power pop, you know, or power rock.
Oh, yeah. That's what I love. And, you know, I said, like to keep that, my childhood alive, you know.
Yeah, I know.
It seems like the older you get, the more sentimental you get.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't really get into too much music that's out nowadays. I mean, the last band that I got into that was more modern was Godsmack. So
Right. I know.
yeah, when I hit high school, which was the 80s, we got influenced a lot from the 60s.
Right.
And then just like the 90s and 2000s came around, you started seeing kind of the 70s, that genre get kind of popular again. And I still feel like a lot of the 70s are there, but this seems as if the 80s are starting to kind of kick in
again, right?
Yeah, I can't let go.
No, me neither. As some people say, you're still in the 80s, dude. I'm like, I don't care. It was the best time for me. We rocked. We just played and toured, you know. Clubs were full and packed and happiness, right? The best thing, right?
So when
now though, yeah, the clubs are really picking up. It's really been great. It's been really cool, you know.
Yeah, it's when did you get started?
Oh wow, 7 years old. I
Wow.
started playing guitar, yeah. And then I was playing clubs in high school. And then I moved to Ithaca, New York, upstate New York, to play with a band called Tokyo. And we just toured like Canada, and, you know, all over the place, eastern seaboard. And, it was kind of like Def Leppard, like five guys, just that kind of look, you know. And
Oh yeah, they put on a good show.
Oh yeah, great. The new album sounds great. It really does.
Yeah, they took a line from T-Rex.
Yeah.
Was it Diamond Star Halo?
Yeah. And the guitars sound great. I always love their guitar sounds, you know.
I actually saw the record at Walmart.
Oh, really?
I'm like, what? Def Leppard's got a new album out? I love albums, man. It's just something about holding that album in your hand and the artwork and
right.
I don't know. It's just there's nothing else like it. And I don't care about the little cracks and pops and stuff that can happen. Records that was the thing.
Right. I agree. I love my albums too. I still have a lot of them somewhere in my parents' house, I think it is. So.
Well, I could kick myself, but I let a bunch of that stuff go. And
yeah. That's all right. It's all right. You still have the songs, right?
Yeah, I mean, I have picked up a few of the originals here and there, and then sometimes I'll pick up the newer mastered versions on record. But man, I don't know. I'm gonna start crying the more I think about my album.
I see you get emotional. Oh, my album, man.
Do you remember the first record you ever bought?
Oh god, the first one. It had to be like Deep Purple. I think it was Deep Purple actually. It was either Kiss. I mean, I have the Kiss Alive right here, the original album. Oh, Cheap Trick too is like one of my huge influences.
Oh man, yeah,
Cheap Trick. I have like a little Robin Zander in me, you know. And we used to open up with "Hello, hello there, ladies and gentlemen." That used to be a big thing, you know, after the intro tape. But I love Cheap Trick. Oh my god, one of my faves, you know.
my first record was Fonzie's Favorites.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if you remember. It was all the 50s doo-wop kind of music.
Oh wow, that's pretty wild. Wow, that's great.
I think from there, I had a BJ Thomas album, and then I started getting into like Jefferson Airplane. And, you know, I had all the Beatles, and then I started getting all. When I got into high school, my mom didn't fuss at me so much about Kiss, so I finally started buying those.
Oh, I know, the Kiss, right?
But my first piece of music was Tom T. Hall
Oh
and
yeah.
Sneaky Snake.
Oh
Those
yeah.
that
Oh yeah.
45 was the first thing I ever got in my
Wow, that's cool, right?
life. Do you remember your first?
Yeah, I'm trying to remember. Yeah, I just no, not really. But I know it was like one of those like rock things, you know, like David Bowie. I was so into him. Ziggy Stardust and all the rock stuff. Mata Hoople. I love Mata Hoople. You
Man, I
know.
was just listening to that the other day.
Oh yeah, I had the
Yeah.
first Queen album. It could have been the second one, like Sheer Heart Attack. I don't know which one it is. Tie Your Mother Down.
Oh yeah. I
I
love
love
that
those
song. Tie Your Mother
hours
Down.
trying to learn those songs. You know, that's how I
Hey,
got my chops, as they say. Just keep trying to learn them, right? And Zeppelin was big too. You know.
did you have 8 tracks?
Yeah, I had 8 tracks. Yeah, definitely did. Yeah. I
My
think I have a Boston one still.
Oh, well, everybody had to have Boston one.
Yeah, I know. I think it's still at my parents' house on the table because it looks so cool, you know, with the flying thing, you know.
My first 8 track was the Doobie Brothers, and then I had Van Halen and Leonard Skinner.
Oh, nice, nice.
Yeah, I want to say Van Halen won on 8 track.
Oh, wow. That's cool. I love it, right?
I love to reminisce about that stuff.
Yeah, it's great. It's good stuff, right?
And so, what do you do outside of music?
What do I do outside music? I just totally hustle. I'm a New Yorker. I'm always like on the road and do it. What I do is I do a lot of studio stuff.
Okay.
And I write music and do sessions and stuff like that. And
Okay.
an artist, painter, and the whole works, you know. And
Is there, is
have a
there,
really cool life here in New York. It's a really amazing, you know. It gets crazy here, but it's really amazing. I'm pretty blessed and happy, you know.
yeah, I will say this: when we visited New York, that was the best pizza I'd ever had in my
Oh yeah,
life.
yeah. The pizza's amazing here, right?
And
Wow.
although I'm diabetic, I had to get some cheesecake. And
Yeah.
oh my God. I mean,
So good, right?
it was some good cheese. Something without a crust, but it was just,
Yeah.
I don't know how they did it, but it
Good,
was the
right?
best.
Yeah, they're really good here. Amazing, right?
And the hot dogs. I
Yeah.
had to go to a vendor, had to do that.
The dirty water dog, whatever they call it. But it's so good though, right? You can just down them, you know. I don't know what it is, why they're so good.
Yeah. I enjoyed visiting, but
Yeah,
I guess I'm a country boy at heart. I can't live in the
right,
city.
right. Yeah, you know, it was a culture shock. Yeah, I'm from upstate too, country up there, and
See, I could probably
beautiful.
handle that.
Yeah, yeah. But yeah, coming down to New York when I first moved here was like, what? It was so wild and crazy. Maybe that's what attracted me, you know, because I was a country kid upstate, you know.
Are you wanting to collaborate with anyone on anything soon?
Not yet. I'm getting ready to go. I want to go back in the studio. Well, actually, the summer plans is doing a second video. We did "Kiss by the Light of the Moon," and then we're gonna do a second video. And then in September, we're gonna do the third video for the album. So,
Yeah.
and then after that, I want to get back. I always like to go in around the holiday time and do more songs. And but I usually write everything myself. And
You're just busy all the time.
yeah, just keep a book schedule, you know.
Aren't you afraid of burning out?
Yeah, not yeah. I feel like we have a new life, you know, because it's like we were all we couldn't really go anywhere here. Just we don't have cars, you know. New Yorkers don't have cars. You're in an apartment building. You know? It's kind of a funny concept, right? Take the subway. That's my daily. And taxis are so expensive now. I don't do that, you know.
Yeah. That's why you got to move to Texas, man.
I know, right?
No state taxes.
That's amazing, right? Totally amazing.
I mean, Austin is going to be kind of expensive to live, but
Yeah,
outside of Austin's not too bad.
right.
I compare it with Houston.
Mm.
I
That's
mean,
so
in
bad, right?
the music scene up here, dude, Nikki Sixx lives up here.
Yeah, that's what I heard. Yeah, he's got a place, right?
Yeah, he went into my favorite Whataburger to get lunch. Like, and
Oh,
I
nice.
missed it.
Nice. Really? Oh, that's cool.
My buddy was the manager at this hamburger joint, right? And
Yeah,
he
yeah.
kept the security tape of Nikki Sixx walking in that day.
Oh, that's awesome. We're
And
like kids, right? We love that stuff, you know.
when we first moved up here, we were in North Austin,
Mm,
and we lived in a little town called Cedar Park. And one of the guys from Aerosmith was like 10 minutes from my house.
mm.
Never saw him, but I got to see his house.
Yeah, yeah.
Of course, Frank Beard, he lived close by.
Mm.
He lived right on Lake Travis. And I think, of course, Willie lives up this way. And Robert Plant, I think Robert Plant still lives around here.
That's awesome, right? Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a great community, right? Good music community.
Some great musicians, and there's some pretty good actors around here. And
Mm.
I mean, there's a few bands out there that are not exactly treating their fans very well, but there are those who remember the fans are what gets you where you're at.
Right. That's so true. So true. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for the fans. Totally been supportive of me. Even during the lockdown, they're all checking in on me, buying my stuff. And it's like, hope you're okay and you can work and play, you know. And it was pretty cool, you know. Writing me these beautiful letters. And then I get a lot of gifts too, like all kinds of gifts. And it's so cool, you know. It's very nice.
Yeah. I don't know why people forget, if you want somebody to buy your stuff, you treat them like they want to be
Yeah,
treated.
I know. That's true. That's so true. Yeah, I did some background work here, some movies and stuff. It was kind of funny.
Oh, yeah.
I like it. I don't want to be the background. I'm always the principal, you know what I mean? I'm always the main talent. With all these other, all right, walk by the window, sit on the park bench, you know, make believe you're talking. I didn't like that at all. I got cast in a few things, right? Where the outfits and stuff, like a 70s kind of thing. And I was not having it. I just wanted to walk, you know.
So you have aspirations of being an actor?
Well, I was going to just do, you know, for money, you know, just do background stuff or just do acting stuff. I did not like it. I want to be the guy, you know, and I just finished doing one of my videos. So I was the main guy, you know, and then they're like, all right, you 20 people stand over there. I'm like, what? I did not like that at all. I'm in Spike Lee's Summer of Sam.
Oh, man, I love that movie.
I'm in that. Like my face comes right up on the screen in the crowd scene.
I'm gonna have to go back and watch it now.
Yeah. It's one of the crowd scenes where they're hanging outside of a club and he zooms right in on my face and I'm looking up. And there's another protest scene. I've got a sign, you know. But yeah, I wasn't digging it, you know. I want to be the star, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I understand that.
Yeah.
Kind
of funny the way that works out. Because I'm right near Silver Cup Studios. It's a big studio here, and they film all the stuff here and movies and.
Oh, wow.
Right down the block. So I'm like, yeah, let me do some. So I did like three times. I'm like, I don't like this. I'm not into this.
You want to be the star.
Yeah, and they would, you know, made clothes and stuff for me, and I got fitted, you know, like cool clothes, and yeah, not happening.
Well, you know, I know some people that make independent films. If you're interested, maybe I can introduce you.
Yeah, that'd be cool. I would definitely do that. I'm definitely a rocker, you know.
I got you.
My roots, right?
Hey, but it doesn't hurt to branch out and do.
Oh yeah, no, I love it. I love making music videos. I actually flew to Germany and made a music video, and it was killer. Oh my god, it was so much fun. Flew to Frankfurt, and then I took a 2-hour train ride to this location in the Black Forest.
Oh wow!
Yeah, we filmed the music video in there, and like, wow, this is the coolest thing. You know? That I liked, you know.
Man, so what's the premise of the video?
I was a vampire in the, like, you know, I love The Crow. I love all that kind of We talked about that earlier. And yeah, I played a vampire, and it brings a young girl into this all abandoned. It was like an old hotel. It was actually an abandoned hotel. I'll give you the link when hang up from you. And yeah, I played an old vampire, and we filmed all day. I mean, we had to be on the set at 7 a.m. and the last train out was 10 a.m. to Frankfurt. So we filmed all day, and they got me to the train. I got on the train, 2 hours of Frankfurt, got to my hotel room, crashed, and then flew back to New York. And we did it all in one day.
I don't know how y'all keep up with that kind of schedule, man. That's got to be hard on you.
Yeah, sometimes it's hard. Halfway through the tour, sometimes it's like, oh, especially if you want to just go out and hang with people, you know, it's fun, you know, you got to realize, oh man, I got to get my rest because my voice, you know.
Yeah, then you don't get to have as much fun as you'd like to. It seems like it's all business now. Not like the old days when everybody was like, oh, as soon as the show's over, let's get drunk and high and, you know, stay up all night.
Yeah, that's how it used to be. I remember a couple of nights into my UK tour, as I was doing that, I was like partying, like, and then the third day, I was like, oh no, my voice. Oh no, I woke up, I couldn't talk. So I hit a couple of friends of mine, voice teachers in New York, and they're like, all right, you need this, go buy this throat coat. You know, some kind of a tea mixture that Ozzy drinks.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, they told me to do all these things and don't talk until you have to go on. And it worked.
You know, marshmallows help.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, when you have a sore throat, marshmallows help. I did not know that. Just
wow, that's cool. I didn't know that.
Yeah, somebody told me, and we would give that to my grandson.
Wow.
And it's like he'd get over it real quick. So
wow, that's cool. I'm gonna check that out. Definitely. Anything helps, right?
Yeah.
With guitar, you know, you could be sick, you can weather the storm, but when your vocal kind of gets weak, you know. And over there you do an hour and a half set, you know, so it's kind of.
I would probably sound better with a sore throat.
Yeah, I know. Bob, you sound great tonight. What does he do? You know, sore throat, little marshmallow in there. I like that though. I'm gonna definitely check that out, you know.
Well, if anything, at least you got a nice treat.
Right, that's true. I love marshmallows, right? There's a place here, they make them, what's it called? You get hot chocolate, but they have homemade marshmallows.
Oh, wow.
And you put it in like hot chocolate, and it just melts in there. City Bakery, it's called. It's amazing. It's like the most amazing thing.
I could see that being on a diet would not benefit me hanging around with you.
No, I know. Hey, we don't need that. I don't need any of that stuff when I go away, you know.
Now, do you have a website?
Yes, it's www.bobdwithpetro.com.
With Petro. Now, how'd you come up with that name, by the way?
Yeah, you know, petrol is fuel in the UK and Europe. So I just took the L off, and I drew this like cool oval thing around Petro, and that's my band.
Yeah, I was going to ask you if you played with Fuel.
Yeah, I know, right? I love that band too, right? That's cool.
That'd be a great tour.
Yeah. You know, it's funny. I can't get the rights to Petro, and I can't get the rights to Bob Dee. So Bob Dee with Petro is my incorporated whatever business model thing, whatever.
Gotcha. And how about social media?
Yeah, it's the same. Everything's the same. Even Instagram, Bob Dee with Petro. Instagram, I'm on Twitter, LinkedIn.
That's where we met, LinkedIn.
Yeah, I know. That's great. It's really been good.
I love LinkedIn.
Yeah, me too. It's really seems to be the one. And Facebook, I don't know. I kind of stay away from it. It's so crazy now, right? I mean, it's always been crazy, but.
Yeah, Twitter, Facebook, it's all nuts. And I just, you know, quite honestly, I get on there, I post my videos, and then I usually get off.
Yeah, me too. I do the same. I'll promote the shows, and that's it. I post pictures from the show.
Yeah, I don't like spending a lot of time on there.
The one that's been winning, LinkedIn. That's when I get all the interviews, and I'm getting all the music stuff from it.
It's more serious.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I like the professional connections that you make on there. Have you heard of Alignable?
I've seen the name. Yeah, I'll write
Align.
it down. Check that out.
Yeah, check it out. It's kind of like LinkedIn. You can
All
make
right.
some great connections on there. It's a more business oriented type site, but that I've met a lot of great people on there. Got a lot of great interviews. In fact, Rudy Sarzo's on there.
Oh yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll check it out. Definitely.
Yeah. Other than that, it's very difficult to spend time on social media when you got people just want to fight. I don't get it, man.
You know, especially Facebook, right? I used to get it like when I first started. I got in, I'd answer someone, or then like this whole thread. I'm like, oh, you're not supposed to answer. Okay, you know what I mean? Just like craziness. Like they just want to fight, like you said.
I mean, you can't even like somebody's tweet or
no.
something without getting in trouble.
I know, right? You lose followers or something, right?
Miss the old days, man. Let's bring back the 80s.
Yeah, I hear you. Kyle,
Although
that's great, from Kyle, Texas. I love that.
actually, let's bring back the 70s, because then I could watch $6 Million Man again.
Oh yeah, remember that? That's cool.
Oh man.
I love it.
Hey Bob, thank you for taking time out of your day to be on the show. Just to have a little conversation. And
Yeah. Thank you so much, Kyle, for having me. I've really connected. It's great. I'll send you some stuff.
I thank you for that too. But if you need to promote anything, just let me know and I'll be glad to do whatever I can do to help out.
All right, great. Well, thank you for taking the time. Thank you. Really appreciate it.
You bet, man. You're welcome back anytime.
All
seriously.
Right, rock on. All right.
And for all of you out there, if you are new to the channel, thank you for stopping by. I hope you'll come back. Please subscribe. And for those of you who are regulars, thank you for your support. It's because of you that we do what we do. So until the next one, everyone, please take care. Be kind to one another. God bless and peace.
We hope you enjoyed this episode of Listen to the Vibes. You can catch us on Buzzsprout or wherever you listen to your favorite podcasts, and on YouTube. Follow us on Facebook at The Vibes Broadcast Network